It's J. Calderon, Stand Clear Entertainment, and we're about to get into this week's boxing talk. It's some exciting times right now in the heavyweight division as undefeated prospect Anthony Joshua from the UK gets the biggest opportunity of his career when he fights for the IBF heavyweight title against undefeated American heavyweight Charles Martin. Now, this is a fight that, with great management and boxing politics, we have a very big stage for these two young, undefeated American and British heavyweights that are out there right now looking to prove themselves as the best heavyweight up and coming right now in the division. It's a very exciting times right now. Charles Martin is aligned with Al Heyman, and he had the great opportunity to fight for the heavyweight title when he took on the mandatory challenger Klitschko, who basically was injured in that fight early, and we didn't get to see a lot from Charles Martin. Martin was able to win the title on that injury, and now he is a world champion looking for a big payday to fly over to the UK to face Anthony Joshua in his backyard of London, England at the O2 Arena on April 9th. And it's a fight that fight fans can't wait to see because these guys are unproven heavyweights. They're young, they're undefeated, they both punch really hard, but I look at Joshua as the guy with the more talented skills.
If I can't do it, homie, it can't be done. Now I'ma let the champagne bottle pop.
This guy looks the part. He's a promising heavyweight. His physique looks good. His stamina has shown pretty good in his last fight. He was able to weather the storm when he was hurt by Dillian White early in the fight, but he was able to maintain control. This guy has a very good jab, and he looks like he has the quicker hands between the two, and he has devastating punching power.
Of the fighter he once was, and a right hand lays him beautifully timed by Anthony Joshua. And the count's at 8. This is done and dusted.
As he has been able to knock out all 15 of his opponents that he has faced into the ring. But also, Charles Martin is also a big heavyweight that's undefeated as well with 21 knockouts in his 23 victories with 1 draw. Charles Martin is a guy that hasn't fought anybody except for Klitschko, and we didn't see anything in that fight for Charles Martin to be considered a real threat for anyone in the heavyweight division. But Martin is a southpaw, and he's also a dangerous fighter with that heavyweight punch. If he could hurt Joshua, then it could be a very interesting fight to see if Charles Martin is the next American heavyweight to show that he could take over the division and fight somebody like Deontay Wilder to take that #1 spot in the United States. But I'm looking for Anthony Joshua to become the victor in that fight. And a lot of people are saying that it's too early for Joshua to step into a fight of that magnitude right now because he's only been fighting professional for over 2 years. And Martin, he's only been fighting really for over 3 years himself. So these guys are fairly green to be fighting in a very big stage like this for the heavyweight title. But Joshua just looks like the real deal. And we hope that he comes here and fights in the United States one day and shows against the top American heavyweights out there that he is the better man. And we have to see if he really is the future of the heavyweight division. Moving along, we have Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez made his announcement that he will be facing Puerto Rican flyweight McWilliams Arroyo, one of the twin brothers that fought in the 2008 Olympics for Puerto Rico. Now, this kid right here, a lot of people are criticizing him because he is the pound for pound best fighter in the world by many boxing experts, and they are wondering why is he facing a guy like Arroyo. Arroyo is no bum. This guy is a solid top 10 flyweight at 112 pounds. Now, a lot of people just don't understand what is going on behind the scenes with Chocolatito and the guy that everyone wants him to fight, which is Juan Francisco Estrada. HBO is trying to put up a deal between these two and work something out where these guys will get paid $1 million each. That's a $2 million fight. This hasn't been done since the 1990s when Michael Carbajal faced Conchita Gonzalez back then. So it's been many years since this weight class of 112 pounds, the flyweight division, has gotten this type of money. So it's got a very hard deal to be put together between these two men for a title unification that will hopefully take place this year. Gonzalez, he's not moving up in weight right now to 115 pounds to the junior bantamweight division to face the Japanese fighter for that super mega fight that a lot of people want to see as well, because that Japanese young fighter has only had 9 professional fights in his career, and he has also stated that he is not ready for Chocolatito at this time, and he would like to have a few more fights before he gets into the ring with Roman Gonzalez. So Gonzalez has to stay busy. He's fighting a top 10 flyweight in this Puerto Rican fighter that has lost twice in his career, but let's examine those 2 losses. His first loss came early in his career in his 4th professional fight when he lost a 4-rounder by decision because he was dropped in the fight, and it was a close decision loss. He won 12 straight fights after that loss, and he was able to fight for a world title, for the IBF flyweight title, against the Thailand fighter that was undefeated as well. And it was a very good fight in the hometown of the champion, and Arroyo was able to drop the champion in that fight, but he only came away with a split decision loss in that fight for his tough effort. This kid is a solid fighter with very good skills, and he has good, solid punching power. And Arroyo is definitely going to be ready to put on a show against the very best. And that's Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez. And we can't wait to see him. It's going to be on HBO on April 23rd on the undercard of Glenny Golovkin, Triple G, in his mandatory fight against Dominic Wade. And it's a fight that the fans are going to really come out strong and support. I expect a sold-out crowd when these two team up once again and fight on the same card. It's a great, excellent display of what boxing is all about when you have 2 great fighters that are looking to be dominant in their divisions and fighting on the same card and sharing the spotlight. Now, also, there's other news with new welterweight presence on the rise. The return of Lucas the Machine Matthysse is moving up to 147 pounds, and he will be the co-feature of Canelo Alvarez versus Amir Khan. Who is he going to fight? That has not been determined yet, but Lucas Matthysse, there has been rumors that he could be possibly facing Mauricio Herrera. Now, that's a fight right there that I'm very excited to see. It's a very good fight, but there's also rumors that Matthysse could face Pablo Cesar Cano. Now, Cano is a guy that I really don't want to see against Lucas Matthysse. I understand that Matthysse took a loss in his last fight against Victor Postal, and they might want an easy route for him to get back into the swing of things and to move up into the welterweight division gradually. But it will also be the first time for Mauricio Herrera, who is willing to move up to 147 pounds for that challenge. So both guys fighting at 147 for the very first time is an interesting matchup to see skills with ability that Herrera possesses against a guy with brute strength and power that Matthysse has. I love the fight. I hope the fight gets made. I can't wait to see who Matthysse fights. I hope it's a guy like Herrera or even somebody better in the welterweight division. But what does this mean for the 147-pound division? Now that Al Heyman is having 2 of his fighters fight on HBO, the doors are open and more big fights could come. And that means guys like Lucas Matthysse could fight guys that are in Al Heyman's stable, and that will be tremendously good. And I want to thank everybody who watches me on YouTube. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel, and also join that Facebook boxing group page, J Calderon Boxing Talk, and also follow me on Instagram. I'm J Calderon, Stand Clean Entertainment. Thanks for your support. Keep watching and subscribe.